Hello, football fans, and welcome to Game 7 of the Eagle football season right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12, as Franklin County returns home with their 4-2 record, continues on in Blue Ridge District play. They're playing host tonight to the Northside Vikings, who also bring a 4-2 record into tonight's contest. Going to turn first to Derek. We talked about it on Rise and Shine this morning. Franklin County playing good football, coming up against a team equal record who's also playing good football, but both of these two teams have their eyes set on Lord Botetourt.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and that may be a problem for both teams tonight. Are both teams kind of overlooking tonight? And the deal is you got to take care of business tonight for that game to matter at all in the Blue Ridge District. Two really good football teams. You said it, equal records. Franklin County is playing as good as we've seen them play over a number of years, even going that far to say. Coming off of, a good win last week against Staunton River. But they're going to have their hands full tonight. Northside's a formidable opponent, a tradition of winning, a long history. They've got a great program, and they're going to bring their game tonight.
Northside has a close win over Hidden Valley, a team that Franklin County's defeated this year. They have a close loss to Salem Spartans a little bit earlier in the season. They did beat a tough Galax team also earlier in the season. You got a team, Christian Fisher, he's going to be the main workhorse of that offense. But it's going to be an unfamiliar matchup for Franklin County. You're starting to get into that part of the district schedule, teams that we haven't played. I think it's been almost 30 years since we played this Northside football team. So a lot of unknowns coming into this one as well.
Well, I think the only action you've had against Northside, you used to have that benefit scrimmage, a few years ago, and nobody shows anything in those games. But we know how good Northside is. I think it's going to be really an even matchup and could come down to just a tight score, low-scoring ball game, right, possibly. Both defenses are strong. Both offenses score just enough to get it done, and Northside's going to bring a pretty tough run and attack in here, but Franklin County's seen that. They've seen a lot of it, but it should be two very equally matched teams tonight, and this ball game could go either way.
Absolutely. It's going to be a very important game. Last time we met here at Side Ellen Stadium was for homecoming. Tonight we're going to be inducting the second class into the Athletic Hall of Fame here at Franklin County High School, Steve.
Sure are. That'll be done at halftime and be some very familiar names and faces to people that followed Franklin County athletics for a long time, and that'll be good to see. Tonight, as you mentioned earlier, first time in 32 years that Franklin County and Northside have played football in a regular season game. Again, in the same district again, same records. Northside, Franklin County, Lord Botetourt all 1-0 in the Blue Ridge. So tonight is a very important game. Last week, Eagle offense was hitting on all cylinders. They had a terrific game offensively, moved the ball at ease, and defensively they just totally shut down Staunton River. So tonight, the pressure, or I won't call it pressure, but the emphasis, I think, is going to be more on the Eagle defense than the offense, because offensively Franklin County has shown that they can move the ball on the ground and through the air, but tonight they need to shut down the Northside ground game, and we'll expect them to do that. They've been very successful against the run this year, so it ought to be a very interesting and entertaining football game.
Absolutely. And, Steve, you saw your fair share of Franklin County football games. How exciting is it to get back in a district where you're playing these nearby opponents, especially out of the Roanoke area?
Oh, it's great. There were, years ago there were natural rivalries that people, I'm sure, will remember. The old Roanoke Valley District, which was very competitive. All the schools were very close together, so you could build those rivalries. So now back in the Blue Ridge District, we're able to pick up some of those schools from the past, and I think it's good for athletics here at the high school.
Steve, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Going to turn now to Mike. Turning it back towards this game tonight. Very important game for both of these two teams. Not only in the Blue Ridge District, the winner of this, all intensive purposes, will get to play Lord Botetourt for that district title. But we know Franklin County has their heights set much higher on that region, sitting number 3 right now, continuing to move up the rankings.
Well, this team is, first of all, tonight's going to be a football night. I can feel it right now. But tonight they're going to run up against a very good defensive team in this Northside team. And I think, as it's been said here, the defenses may match out a little bit. But that offense of Franklin County has been really loose and outside, inside, up the middle, can move the ball at will, have been. Now we'll see against this Northside defense, but that's one thing I think the defense is going to have to do is maybe try to shake up that young quarterback if possible. Freshman, you know how that is when you get a little pressure. So we'll see how good this defense offense can open up. And one thing that they've done proved last week is their depth. And this team, all the way down to their third stringers, came in last week and did a great job. And I think that's going to be a big point going through into the playoffs.
Absolutely. And as we said, kind of throw the paperwork out, throw the stats, throw the records out, as we're going to have a great night here in the Blue Ridge District. Two teams coming in tonight's contest, 4-2, both 1-0 in the Blue Ridge District, both with their heights setting their heights much higher than they have for this game tonight, but it's going to be a great matchup. We're going to be right back with Franklin County Eagle head coach J.R. Edwards. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Steve Maddie was born and raised right here in Franklin County. He graduated from Franklin County High School, went on to serve his country, graduated from Ferrum College and Liberty University School of Law, and then continued to serve his community. Now, as an attorney, he wants to service Franklin County as your Commonwealth's attorney and work with our great law enforcement to keep our county safe.
I am Steve Maddie, and I would appreciate your vote November the 5th, and I approve the
Back now to continue our Franklin County High School pregame with Franklin County Eagle head coach J.R. Edwards. Coach, thank you for joining us this week.
Hey, thank you guys for being here again.
Coach, you're coming off another big win last week, a convincing performance against Stanton River. But tonight, you look at these two teams, yourself and Northside, both coming in 4-2, both 1-0 in the district, both having a great season. On paper, you both match up pretty evenly.
Yeah, what a great high school football night. You know, this is what it's all about. And these guys have been working real hard. It's kind of something we talked about. It's been a while since we've had a game with, kind of ramifications this big, and they've set it up for themselves. So, we're looking forward to a great football game.
Last week in our pregame, we talked about penalties being something you addressed. Saw a couple of them. Could have went either way, but they ended up falling your guys' way. What do you do to address that? Because that's going to be important in these next two games especially.
Well, we addressed it on Monday in practice, and, it was without going into detail what we did, it was, just reminders of why we can't, give up the simple stuff. We can't give up free first downs. We can't get those silly penalties, that can really affect the game. Depending on how you looked at that game last week, we actually put their field goal kicker in range because of a 15-yard penalty.
Last question. You're in the Blue Ridge District now, a little bit different than the Piedmont District that Franklin County's been used to over the last couple of years. What's different about this Blue Ridge District as opposed to what we saw the last couple of years in the Piedmont?
Well, I think it's, they have a reputation for very physical play, and I was real excited to get in it because, you'll see some of their guys tonight. They're Mike Backer, great-looking kid. He'll thud you, and I think it gets us ready for hopefully what will be a Division VI chance at the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking time with us once again.
Hey, thank you guys for all you do.
Absolutely. Once again, that's Franklin County Eagle head coach J.R. Edwards, and we're going to go right now and meet our defensive starters right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Parker Scott, senior, linebacker.
Hunter Canday, senior, linebacker.
Brian Cromwell, senior, linebacker.
Tashawn Ziegler, senior, strong safety.
Elijah Belcher, senior, corner.
Jacob Stockton, senior, safety.
Tari Ramini, senior, DN.
Ware Heston, senior, D tackle.
Elijah Witcher, sophomore, D tackle.
Brandon Church, junior, DN.
Jameer Holland, sophomore, cornerback.
Bryson Crispin, junior, DN.
Anthony Belcher, sophomore, safety.
Rashawn Vivi, junior, D tackle.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
Welcome back to Eagles football right here on Cable 12. Fortunate to be joined by Northside head coach, Coach Fisher. Thanks for being with us.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming to the game.
Coach, you're coming into tonight's contest 4-2. Looks like a pretty evenly matched up game with a 4-2 Franklin County team. Tell us a little bit about your season coming into tonight and a little bit about your team.
Yeah, we play a pretty good schedule just like everybody else, we think. Pulaski got us in game one. They were better than us, more physical than we were up front. We addressed that, got on a pretty good run, held Salem down to 3 minutes to go in the game, broke a long run against us. To their credit, they got a great running back, Mr. Persinger. We feel pretty good where we're at right now. We think we're a pretty good 4-2 team. Looking forward to tonight.
Coach, we talked about a pretty, it looks like on paper, even matchup.
Yeah.
What are you going to have to do tonight to take care of business against Franklin County?
Well, we got to control line of scrimmage. We got to stay in front of the chains, just like everybody else does. I'm sure every Friday night. But in all honesty, we got to take care of that. We got to keep their offense off the field as much as we can. We tend to score a little quick sometimes, so we're going to try to run the football a little bit more tonight.
It's an answer I haven't heard. We score too quick. We're going to slow it down a little bit.
It's the truth. We're going to run the football tonight. That's our plan.
Last question I ask everybody this. End of the game, you got to go to it. What's your favorite trick play?
Well, we got a couple things in the bag. JR might be watching this, so we'll wait. But we got a couple things in the bag. We've been known to throw some stuff out there every once in a while.
Coach, we appreciate you taking time, and good luck
Yes,
tonight.
sir. Thank you very much.
That's Coach Fisher with Northside Vikings. We'll be back with more right here on Cable 12.
Long ago, Carillion Clinic made a promise to be here every moment. That means the moment you need care, and every other moment too. Because by providing tools, support, and guidance to take charge of your health on your terms, we're helping you live better every day. Carillion Clinic is right here for you from moment one.
Back now to continue our Eagle pregame, getting ready for the coin toss, and the Eagles have welcomed a special individual out for the coin toss as the Eagles make their way onto the field. But Eagle fans, please welcome James Holland, a student at Ferrum Elementary. He's out helping the Eagles hopefully win this coin toss. And Derek, you got two evenly matched football teams. What are you going to do if you win the coin toss here in your Franklin County?
I'm putting my defense on the field as always. I've got, you want to get that defense out there, set the tone for the ball game. Really a dominant defense all season long, and I think I'm putting my money on them tonight if the opportunity arises.
We've said all throughout the pregame that this Northside team comes into tonight's contest 4-2, opened up the season with a 14-0 loss at Pulaski. Then they rattled off back-to-back wins at Cave Spring 37-13, at Hidden Valley 25-22, lost a 21-14 game at home against Salem, and then they rattled off two big victories, a 42-28 shootout win over Galax and a 34-9 convincing win first game in the Blue Ridge District against William Fleming. Franklin County is going to win the opening coin toss. We'll wait for continuing there. Franklin County, on the other hand, opened up with a big win at Liberty, then lost two straight to Salem and Glass. Then they picked up big wins over Magna Vista, Hidden Valley, and Stanton River. They've got just 4 games remaining in the regular season. This one against Northside, next week against Lord Botetourt, travel on the road to take on Fleming, and then wrap up the regular season against Byrd. So there you see Franklin County wins the toss to first of the second half. As you said, going to put that defense on the field first, Derek.
Yeah, and it'll be important now. You don't want to do that and then give up an opening drive score. But the way this Franklin County defense has been playing all season, I think Coach J.R. Edwards, enough confidence in his group to defer that choice to the second half, which is always good to get that football first in the second half. And not really giving away anything here, I don't think, sending the defense out there.
Franklin County comes into tonight's contest averaging 28 points on offense, giving up right at 18 points on defense. You flip the script and you look at this Northside team offensively, averaging right at 25 points a game, giving up right at 18 points a game. So, again, two evenly matched teams have had a very similar season. But we talked about it earlier, this Franklin County team, especially that defense, forcing 18 fumbles so far on the year. Have only recovered 5 of them, but really being disruptive, and they're hoping that's what they can do by putting that defense on the field first.
Absolutely. Like we talked about, that's 3 fumbles a game that you're creating, that the other team is giving you the opportunity to recover, still a possession away. 3 times a game. You keep doing that, you're going to start recovering more than 5, which is one less than 1 a game, obviously. But you're going to start picking up some of those loose balls.
There you see the Franklin County Eagle cheerleaders sporting their pink out shirts, as tonight is a pink out night as well as Hall of Fame night here at Franklin County. So a big night, lots of fans in the stands. The first cool night of football we've had all season long. The ball is teed up at the 40. Franklin County's been known to pull the onside kick, and it looks like Northside's expecting that here early. Back deep for them, number 10, Sydney Webb, who's also going to be starting at quarterback tonight. It's going to be a line drive kick into the soft spot of that return, down at the 27. So great opening play here by Franklin County. Church going to down that ball there.
Yeah, good job on coverage, a great job kicking the football to space. Kind of a no man's land out there. Not an onside kick, but not a direct kick back to the return, so no return available at all. Just a good job kicking the football there by this kickoff team.
We will get our first look at number 10, Sydney Webb. He's just a freshman, 5'11", 168. Going to be an empty backfield, 5-receiver set. Coach Fisher told us he's going to have to run the football a lot tonight, and he's showing that coming out in 5 receivers. It's going to be a jet sweep coming across the far side. That's Horton. And he's going to look to get to the second level, stays on his feet. Only going to pick up about 2 yards on that one.
Yep, well defended by Franklin County that time on the jet sweep. Looked like Belcher getting over there first, leading the way for Franklin County.
See it here on the Bob Parcell replay. Horton taking that jet sweep, makes the first man miss. Horton looks to get to the corner. Belcher's going to hit him high. See who comes off the bottom of that pile. Like it might have been Jacob Stockton. Northside's going to stay 5 set. Going to the air here, looks to thread the needle there. Parker Scott would have had a chance on that one. Good coverage downfield.
Yeah, great job by this secondary. Still that wideouts all over the field for Northside. And Parker Scott ready and standing there ready to deliver that hit. But if he turned around, he might have had a pick.
You saw there on the Bob Parcell replay, secondary for the Eagles all over that play downfield. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8. Ball resting at their own 29-yard line. Eagles would love a big defensive stop here, 3 and out. Couldn't ask for anything better on this first drive. 2 receivers set out to either side. Sydney's going to roll this way. Catch is going to be dropped at the 41. Pass was on target, but Isaac Earls cannot come up with it.
He did a good job trying to sell this one and did a great job coming back to the football, still pleading his case with the officials. A beautifully thrown football on the run, but you'll see it laying on the turf as Earls tried to trap it with his knees.
You also saw there on the Bob Parcell replay, quarterback Sydney Webb taking the long route, giving himself plenty of distance between the line and himself, knowing that pressure was going to be coming. Tyshawn Ziegler going to be back deep. That punt slowly getting there, may have been partially blocked. It will be down at the 48, so excellent field position here for the Eagles. Is that snap was good, but took too long to get that football off.
Sure did. Not sure what the problem was at all, if he mishandled it back there or what, but just able to get the kick away. And I tell you what, Franklin County dodged a bullet with Holland a little too close for comfort there, and I think you see Stockton, the senior, talking to him a little bit about that.
So our first look at this Franklin County offense, Josh Luckett under center, Keyshawn Wright at fullback. Handoff coming across the left side, that's Jalen Lee, keeps that motor running. Holding on to that football across midfield, works his way out to the 45. And a great carry by that young man here on first down.
Bishop making the stop for the Vikings. But what a good first carry for Jalen Lee. A little off tackle over the left side, bottled up about midfield, fights his way ahead for 5 more yards after contact. That's a freshman, folks, picking up 7 right there on first down.
Just his 6th carry of the season, rolled off a huge touchdown last week in cleanup against Stanton River. Picks up a big 7 yards here on first down. Be 2nd down and 3. Ball in Viking territory at the 45. 2 receivers set to the near side. Lee's going to get it coming across the left side, lowers that shoulder. Good penetration. Lots of action going on downfield. There'll be no gain on the play for Lee.
Yeah, Lee made a quick decision, and I like the quick decision. He cuts back inside here and sees an opening, and it was there, but the defender for Northside able to shed the block. Gavin Preston shed the block and came down and made the stop.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2. Going to give him a yard out to the 44. 2 receivers set to the near side. Lee will dot the I. They'll split the receivers out further. Inside of 10 on the play clock. Quick hitter to the near side to Stockton. Absorbs the first hit. And he's going to be short of the first down. So decision time upcoming here for the Eagles.
Yeah, we'll see where the mark is. Going to be about a yard short. Looks like Bishop again in finally for the stop on the Vikings. It looked like right away Stockton had enough for the first down, but he came back inside. Franklin County trying to run a little inside screen, and those guys coming out the block just really didn't pick anybody up.
Franklin County on the positive side of the field are going to go for it here on 4th down, or may just try to draw the Vikings off sides. 12 seconds on the play clock. Going to be 2 receivers to the near side, Garrett Garman, and in the slot will be Tyshawn Ziegler. First man through is going to be Keyshawn Wright. Gets the football. Plenty of yards for the first down. And that's a big push there by that offensive line.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Just the inside trap, and you'll see it. The guard pulling across, opening up the gap for Keyshawn Wright to get through. I think that's Bryson Chrisman on that inside trap doing a great job before Elliott comes over and makes the stop for the Vikings. But it is a big 4th down conversion for Franklin County.
Eagles will stay in the 2 receivers set to the near side. They'll be tight to the line. It's Parker Scott in the slot, Garrett Garman to the near side. 1st down and 10 from the 40-yard line of the Vikings. Lee, last man through, is going to get the football. Look at that hole and look at that running through it. That's going to be another 8 yards, it looks like, there on 1st down.
Again, Bishop making the stop for the Vikings. Another good 7-yard pickup on 1st down. And tell you what, Jalen Lee looks like he's been there all season long. He doesn't hesitate at all, hits that gap, picks up 7 yards, and really a good promising start for that young man tonight.
And the Eagles doing a good job staying in front of that line of scrimmage, not losing yards on 1st down, picking up big chunks. Really opens up the playbook here on 2nd down. They're going to stay in the tight bunch formation to the near side. Ball's going to hit the ground. It looks like the Eagles are going to be able to fall on, but we'll have to wait and see who comes off that pile.
It looked like initially they were, and they'll give it back to the Eagles. But we'll have to look at the replay here, Kevin, and see what happened.
Jalen Lee's going to fall back on this one, but we catch it on the Bob Parcell replay. A lot of hands coming through there.
Yeah, a lot of movement. It looked like maybe Luckett just never really got it tucked away into Lee, but fortunate for Franklin County that they're able to fall back on it.
It's also a big push by the right side of that defensive front.
You know, a team in Franklin County that hadn't put the football on the ground much at all this season.
So it'll be 3rd down and 7. Luckett's going to go to the air. Big pressure, no doubt about that one. Sacked in the backfield. That's going to be Zachary Horton, all 6'3", 225, getting the big sack there.
For the Eagles.
Yeah, big 7-yard loss that time, and backside pressure, nobody picked him up at all. And Luckett just caught from behind there, didn't see it coming. Fortunate to hang on to that football.
Josh Luckett's going to stay on to punt this football away. Slash deep, high punt here from Luckett. Not going to be a good one. And it's going to take a Northside bounce. Luckett's going to pounce on it at the 38. He was averaging right at 40 yards a punt. I think that sack kind of rattled him there.
Yeah, not much at all on that punt. About 7 yards is all he'll get credit for. And, you know, he went down and recovered it himself. And, you know, I think you're right. That last play on offense when he got sacked from behind, maybe still playing on in his mind, but Northside came with some pressure, had a couple of guys pretty close to getting in there to blocking the kick. Also made him rush, but a sure-footed punter as he is, that's definitely one he'd like to have back.
It's going to be two receivers to the top of the formation, lone receiver to the near side. Webb will run out of the pistol. It's going to be a stretch to the far side. That's going to be Christian Fisher, looks to get to the corner, able to do so. He's up the sideline, and they're going to mark him down back at the 41-yard line. But you see the explosiveness of the senior in Christian Fisher.
Just a quick hitter around the outside. Franklin County looked like they had it defended fairly well, stretched it out, but a good seal block out there on the edge by Quentin Slash, number 5, and that allowed the quick back Christian Fisher to turn the corner, and once he was able to do that, it was all Franklin County could do to catch up.
Northside stays in the same formation out of the pistol. Webb is going to be Fisher once again across the left. He's going to be ran out of bounds.
Stepping out of bounds.
Gain of about 5 there on first down. Franklin County defended that a little better, but you see what Northside is going to try to do now is expose those edges, and that's exactly what gives Franklin County trouble. And Coach Fisher has looked at that. A good seal block there by 44, the tight end, to spring the back out here wide. But teams that can get the edge and turn the corner on Franklin County around the outside have been the teams that have given them trouble.
Webb out of the pistol. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. That's Harrison. Keeps the motor running. It's going to be out close to the first down. That's the change of pace that you get out of Northside.
Yeah, Cromwell able to make the stop, but not before Harrison gets out close to the yard to gain. Going to be about 4 yards here on second down for Harrison. And it is a change of pace and a little bit more of a bruising back up inside, but Franklin County's built to defend that a little bit better. But third down and 1 here from the 32, a big play.
Inside of 5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Second drive of the game for Northside. Harris up the middle. He's going to be hit, but I think his momentum's going to carry him forward. It's going to be close.
Yeah, that's Hunter Kennedy blitzing right there that time from the linebacker spot, and he meets Harrison right in the hole, and two really big objects meet each other. There you see Hunter Kennedy meeting him just in the backfield, but Harrison's momentum, as you said, Kevin, he's able to fall forward. Only needed a yard to pick up that first down, and he got it.
Also got a really good spot on that football,
sure
out
did.
Close to the 30. He definitely had enough for the first down, but he got that and much more. Two receivers to the top of the formation, lone receiver to the near side. Fisher checks back in behind Webb. It's going to be a stretch to Fisher. Cuts back in the middle, makes the first man miss. Going to pick up a good chunk of yard here on first down. Kennedy's going to trip him up at the line.
Yeah, good job again, Hunter Kennedy. Coming on the blitz, he reads the play perfectly, and he's right there. Fisher just cuts inside of him just a little bit, but Hunter does a good job getting that big right arm out there, trips him up, but it's still a 3-yard gain there on first down.
Will be second down and 7 for the Vikings. Ball resting on the 27-yard line. They're going to have 3 receivers split to the near side, 1 lone receiver on an island to the top of the formation. A run out of the shotgun. Webb's going to drop back, and he's going to have big pressure up the middle. And Derek, big Will Hairston stepping up, making that stop.
There's the man. Beats his guy inside. Just gets past even a double team, actually. Steps through Webb, steps up in the pocket to try to get away. But when Will Hairston has you in the sights, you're not getting away from that young man.
It's going to be his 4th sack of the season. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. Ball moved back to the Eagle 30-yard line. Be 2 receivers to the near side. Lone receiver set to the top. Webb out of the shotgun. Harris looks like he's in for protection. Webb looks like he's going to keep it on his feet. Big pressure. Fires it up. Has a receiver wide open into the end zone. 30-yard touchdown pitch and catch. Sidney Webb to Trevor Johnson, and be sure to catch that after the ball game on the Harvester highlights. That will be the first points on the Franklin Finance scoreboard.
Yep, got lost back there. Webb scrambled around. Looked like Hunter Kennedy had him wrapped up. He came again on the pressure, and Webb, just a heads-up play in the backfield, steps through and up into the pocket, and the coverage man out there on that side just let his eyes get in the backfield, and Johnson slipped through there and found his way into the end zone.
Matthew Johnson on for the extra point is good. 3:02 left to play here in the first quarter. Northside strikes first. They're up 7-0 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit. Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
Belcher and Garmin back deep to receive this kickoff. Christopher Summers on to kick it away. Going to keep this one on the ground. And that's going to take a bad bounce. Still bouncing around. We'll see if the Eagles can fall on it. They look like they do. Big bullet dodge there for the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the return man there tried to go up and make a play on it. It took a big hop on him and bounced up off the face mask. Might have been 24. Landon Church, and it was. He just went up, tried to make a play, but good heads-up play by Garrett Garman back there to get that football back for Franklin County. That could have been, as you said, a huge play.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Eagles from the 30-yard line. With 2:56 left to play here in the first quarter. Going to be a pitch coming to the near side to Lee. Good blocking up front. Cuts back across the 35. And a big 5-yard gain there on first down for Lee.
Yeah, that toss sweep has worked well for Franklin County all season. Ethan Blank will make the stop. But I tell you what, Jalen Lee's got some moves. He's got good feet, good vision. Just planted that outside foot, cut back inside, and a good 5-yard pickup there on first down.
Gain of 5, second down.
Have a receiver split out to each side. They'll stay in the I formation here. Second down and 5 for the Eagles. They still look for their first points on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. Luckett's going to run play action. Looks downfield. Everybody covered. Is going to have to eat this one. He's going to be ran out of bounds. Lots of pressure coming from this north side front and great coverage downfield.
Yeah, it was great coverage downfield that created that. Initially, that offensive line for Franklin County did a good job. You see them holding their guys up, no pressure at all. But when you move that pocket, it's hard for those offensive linemen to keep their feet going when the defenders can turn and run laterally to get to your quarterback. It's tough when you move him out. But initially, that pocket was set up well by this offensive line.
Eagles stay with the receiver split out to each side. Big third down and 5 for the Eagles. They'll run out of the pistol. Stockton comes across the formation. He's going to get the handoff. Tripped up in the backfield. Nothing doing there for the Eagles. It's going to bring up another fourth down as Nathaniel Funk takes care of business there.
Yeah, just not a good offensive set that time for Franklin County at all. You pick up 5 on first down, then back-to-back plays that you lose 2, and then no gain. You've just given up a touchdown. You're definitely not trying to go 3 and out here and have to give the football back to Northside. But a lot of credit to that defense. They look like they've had this offensive setup for Franklin County scouted well tonight.
Slash back deep at his own 30-yard line. Luckett to punt this one away. Gets a better effort on this one. High spiraling kick. Fair catch called for at the 30. And that's where Northside will take over, looking to add to their 7-0 lead on the Franklin Finance scoreboard with 1:23 left to play here in the first.
Yeah, much better punt that time. Luckett had time and able to get a good boot in it. Even better, no return at all for the Vikings, but they've still got pretty good field position here as they'll spot it down at the 29.
They'll have the ball first down and 10. Franklin County's defense was able to cause some disruption on that last drive, but the big play, a couple of missed opportunities, allowed Northside to put those first 7 points on the Franklin Finance scoreboard.
It was just broken coverage. The pressure came, and Webb was able to buy some time and beat it and just let a guy slip out there behind him.
Tyramini with the stop. Flag's going to come flying in late. Have to get that sorted out. But Fisher loves to make that first cut in the backfield, looking to find a hole.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's got good vision and good moves. Penalty marker. There's been a lot of chippiness back and forth the last couple or three plays going both ways. It'll be interesting to see if this is part of that or not. But I tell you what, Fisher is a shifty back, and Franklin County's already seen if he finds any territory, he can rack up the yards quickly.
Yeah, we're waiting for the blind guys to discuss this and get the call correctly. I want to remind you that our good calls, bad calls, and no calls all season long brought to you by the good folks at Budget Blinds. A style for every season, a style for every point of view. They'll be the ones who come out, give you a consultation, show you all their wonderful window coverings. They'll be the ones who make the measurements, and they'll be the ones who come back and install those brand new window coverings. A gift that you can open each and every day of the year. Lots of discussion, lots of writing. That's never a good sign, Derek.
That's right. Not good at all. Genuinely could be really bad if we'll see what the officials call here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty indicated on both teams. They will offset and replay the down.
That will offset both. That would be their first personal foul, unsportsmanlike of the game for those two players.
Right.
What they have to do is record those names. Cannot get another one.
Right. It will be after the play, so 2nd down and 9 after the short gain by Fisher. And that's probably the right call. You know, it is going both ways. The wideouts and the cornerbacks have been at each other. And, you know, they just want to make sure everybody's got the numbers written down, and it may have been multiple people. But either way, they've got it in the books, and here we go.
So it will be 2nd down and 9. Clock continuing to roll inside of a minute left to play here in the first quarter. Webb's going to run out of the empty backfield. Going to look to go to the air. Steps up in the pocket, pulls that one down. Absorbs the hit across the 35 to the 36. Parker Scott's going to make the stop there. But Webb, to be a freshman, really elusive in the backfield.
Yeah, he can play, no doubt. Showed a little pump fake to keep the defense at home and at bay. As you see, Franklin County only bringing the front four that time, dropping everybody else back. Webb sees it quickly, identifies it, shows the football, and then steps across the 35, and they'll give him the 36.
Looks like Northside's going to be content to run out the rest of this first quarter. And after one quarter of play, 7-0 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard in favor of Northside. We're going to be back with second quarter action. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll
Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or agricultural, family-owned Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane is here for all of your heating and appliance needs. Come check out our new state-of-the-art showroom, showcasing a full line of propane appliances, including gas heaters and logs. All propane tanks and gas installations are performed by employees trained and certified through the National Propane Gas Association. Don't let winter catch you by surprise this year. Give us a call today at 483-7726 or visit us on the web at redwoodfuel.com.
I'm Dean Stone, manager at Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, and we invite you to come see what we have to offer in our new showroom.
Back now to start the second quarter with Northside up 7-0 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. They're going to run a twin receiver set to the top of the formation. Lone receiver on an island to the near side. Webb out of the shotgun, hands it off up the middle to Fisher. The Eagles have that one sniffed out.
Yeah, Will Harrison in there actually going to drop him for a loss. Good job inside. Once again, Harrison just beating his guy and wraps Fisher up immediately. It's going to bring up a big 4th down here. 4th down and about 4 as they mark the ball just on the other side of the 35.
4th down, 4.
Going to be 4th down and 4. We'll see if the Vikings go for it this deep in their own territory at their own 35.
Home crowd realizing the importance of this play. Man, they've really come to life.
Franklin County needing to be disciplined as they try to draw them off sides. And it looks like a little bit of trickeration there, and they will not get it.
How about that?
We'll catch this. Go ahead.
They fake it. Excuse me, Kevin. Catch it on the Bob Parcell replay. They tried to draw them off sides, and when it doesn't work, they snap it, kind of stand up. A fake play there. Impressive Impressive by Coach Fisher. I like it, but they didn't make it. A great job by the defense not to be fooled.
You know, Coach Fisher talked about that in the pregame. Has a lot of tricks up their sleeve.
How about that?
Don't know if the quarterback was expecting the snap there.
Oh, yeah.
But it will be first down.
He knew what he was doing.
Here for the Eagles at the 38. 2 receivers to the top. He's going to get the football. He's going to run into the big man on the near side. That's Zach Horton.
Yeah, well played out here. Horton, a big kid for the Vikings. Not fooled at all, and will wrap Lee up. No gain at all on that first down play. Really the first time that Franklin County hasn't shown and had success on first down.
Be second down and 10 from the 38. Jalen Lee dots the I. Keyshawn Wright at fullback. 2 receivers to the top of the formation. Lee's going to get it once again, piles it up the middle. Nothing doing there. Whistle will blow as he's dropped for about a yard gain there on second down. Brings up third down and long here for the Eagles.
Yeah, puts you in a tough spot here again as Preston makes another stop for the Vikings. They're really starting to key in on Lee in that backfield now. He's obviously, that was his 6th carry already here in the ballgame. Put you behind the chains here, third down and 9. You almost giving your hand away thinking it's almost automatic to have to go to the air.
They will have 2 receivers set to the top of the formation. They will stay in the I. Luckett's going to play action, rolls to the right, big pressure coming. Looks downfield, has a receiver out here. That's going to be right. The pass will fall incomplete. It's not going to have enough yardage for the first down. And Franklin County decision time here on the plus side of the field, but it's 4th down and 9.
I don't know. This 4th down and 9, I know you're at the 37-yard line, and it is plus yardage. You've got a great defense in your back pocket over here. But it's hard for me not to think about trusting that foot of Josh Luckett here and pinning the Vikings deep in their own territory.
Franklin County will take a timeout. We'll take 1-2. 9:48 left to play here in the first half. 7-0. Northside leads. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent is Willard Insurance Agency. Visit willardinsurance.org.
Erie Insurance.
Big 4th down upcoming here for the Eagles. They'll have 2 receivers set to the top of the formation. Offset I, Luckett under center. He's going to roll out to his right. Big pressure coming once again. Steps out of the first. Needs to get this pass off. Fires it up the field, and it will fall incomplete. Huge pressure here by Northside, keeping Luckett off balance all evening long.
Well, you know, and unfortunately for Franklin County, you're throwing the football at 3rd down and 9 and 4th down and 9, okay? So you're not really sneaking up on anybody. Northside has the passing game figured out right now against the Eagles. A very good offensive line for Franklin County, but Northside knows what's coming almost. They're going to roll out of the pocket, so they're bringing backside pressure every time, and it's really giving Luckett a lot of trouble.
So that will put the Vikings back on the field. First down and 10 from their own 37-yard line. 2 receivers set. Webb's going to keep the football. Good blocking on the outside. Scott's going to miss the first tackle. Webb's going to stay on his feet. They're going to mark him down at the 46. We'll catch this one on the Bob Parcell replay as Webb definitely thought that he didn't get held up there.
Yeah, the official on the far side immediately pointed at the ground and said his knee touched, but we'll see as he crosses the 40 here. Great blocking out on the edge. And, yeah, his knee's down. It may be on top of a Franklin County Eagle defender, and it looked like it was, as Webb wisely keeps those feet going, but the official did stop the play. Either way, a 9-yard gain on first down.
5 receivers set here for the Vikings. Webb out of the shotgun, straight drop back. Franklin County getting a little bit of pressure. Deep ball downfield. And pass interference going to be thrown on Stockton.
Yeah, the receiver out there bought that one. I tell you, he really did a good job selling it. Turned all the way around and got into Stockton himself, actually. He possibly could have gone the other way. The football well overthrown. No chance at all for the receiver. But you'll see as he knows that, he turns around completely, stops even going after the football, and will draw the call.
Defensive pass interference against Franklin County.
Going to be a big penalty there against the Eagles. Is a defensive hold on Franklin County.
So not quite as big of a penalty.
But it will march them into Eagle territory down to the 44-yard line. Again, great job by the receiver on the outside. Ball overthrown, cuts back towards the line of scrimmage to pick up that defensive hold. They're going to stay in the 5-receiver set. Webb out of the shotgun. Big pressure coming, and Franklin County's going to get there this time. Parker Scott also count up Ty Ermini in on that sack, and that's what Franklin County needs to do, get in the backfield and get there in a hurry.
Yeah, they called a meeting in the backfield right there, and Webb wasn't invited, even though he ended up in the middle of it. Parker Scott and Ty Ermini both beating their guys off the edge, ripping at that football, and that is big. You've got to start getting pressure, especially in these empty sets. If your guys can beat their guys up front, with no backs back there to help block, it's going to be a big key for Franklin County.
We'll bring up 2nd down and 15 from the Eagle 49-yard line. Play action. Webb has a receiver out here. That's going to be caught out here in the middle by Isaac Earls. Stays on his feet, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and he's going to be dropped down at the 3-yard line. We'll see where they mark it, but Earls on a big reception here will march the Vikings inside of the Kiefer Building Services red zone. See it here on the Bob Parcell replay. Just a great job there by Earls, making everybody miss.
And the play action was even better. It sold so well in the backfield. Ty Ermini was unblocked and had pressure, but he bit on that play action on the dive to the back. And Webb just stood tall, had his man on the slant, and Earls did the rest from there. A huge gain of 45 yards.
As we said, the Vikings the first to get into the Kiefer Building Services red zone, as they're a proud sponsor of Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. And if you need a new deck, home improvement, or electrical work, call Kiefer Building Services at 540-420-0717 or visit them on the web at kieferbuildingservices.com. And just like that, Northside strikes again, putting 6 more on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. Fisher finds his way into the end zone.
Yeah, questionable here if he was down prior to, and he was, it looked like, but officials look around and take a long time to make a call. The side judge across the way finally gives the signal for the touchdown, and Northside is out in front here.
Be sure to catch that play on our Harvester highlights following the ball game. That kick is up and good. It's going to put the Vikings up 14-0 with 7:23 left to play here in the first half. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Bill Overton. As the Eagles reach the halfway mark of the 2019 season, we can feel the excitement in the air as it intensifies, as the commitment of their hard work is leading them to victories. I'm running for re-election, and I wanted you to know that I am committed to keeping you, your family, your property, and this great county in which we live safe and protected. That's why I'm asking for your vote on November the 5th.
Garmin and Lee back deep for the Eagles. Christopher Summers has it teed up at the 40. With 7:23 left to play here in the first half, it's been all Northside up 14-0 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. A low dribbling kick up the middle. It's going to be fielded. It's going to be Cody McGuire. He's going to work his way out to the 35-yard line. That's where the Eagles will take over on this drive, needing to get something going on offense.
Yeah, good job by Cody McGuire going over and picking that football up, picking up a little bit of yardage. We'll start to see if Coach Edwards and this coaching staff will start telling these guys, hey, let that football roll on back, because both return men had come into position to scoop that one up. And But most importantly of all, you do want to make sure you get possession. So good job by McGuire.
Receivers split out to each side for the Eagles. Lee, last man through, is going to get that football. He's going to be tied up at the 37. Give him 2 yards there on first down.
Yep, not much doing at all, but that young man's running hard. They're going to give him 2. And Northside is fired up on the defensive side. They come up, Horton and Elliott, to make the stop. I will have to say, those Northside helmets and that matte gray look mighty sharp.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles. Going to stay with the receivers split out to each side. Line comes set inside of 10 on the play clock. Quick hitter to the near side. That's going to be Garmin. He's going to make the catch. Steps out of the first tackle. And he's going to find his way out close to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Funk makes the stop, but he also got the funk put on him right here as Garmin put the moves on and picks up a good 12-yard pickup there to pick up the first down.
Wide open. Nothing fancy there for the Eagles.
Well, I mean, we say week in and week out there's nobody in the stadium that can keep up with him. So the defender on him had about a 10-yard cushion. I love that quick hitting play to Garmin. Get the football to these guys and let them use their abilities and make some plays.
First down and 10 here from the 49. Another quick hitter to the far side. It's going to be to Stockton as he rolls out. That's going to be another quick, it's like 4 yards there on first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's a long throw all the way back across the field, and Luckett really had to get a lot on that one. And Stockton able to make the grab. Good 4-yard pickup again. I like it on first down. It's going to open up things a little bit. They're going to have to start defending this a little tighter, and may open up that deep ball that Franklin County likes to go to.
Inside of 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. Franklin County has the football in Viking territory, down 14-0. First man through right's going to get the football, and he's going to be cut down. Give him a yard here on second down. It's going to bring up another big third down for Franklin County.
Yeah, Keyshawn Wright up inside, and he was cut down before he could get going. If he can find a way to sidestep that first guy there, he's really got some room up inside. 3rd down and 6. It's a big play here. Football on the 46-yard line as Franklin County, with 5 minutes to go here, Kevin, in the half, needs to get some points on the board.
See what Franklin County pulls out of the bag of tricks here on 3rd down. It's going to be another quick hitter to the near side. Garmin's going to catch it at the 40. Looks to make a move. He's going to be close to the first down. It's going to depend big on the spot here.
Well, he had the first down. Funk makes the stop. He had the first down initially, then stepped back to try to pick up some more yardage. Did not get a favorable spot on this side. They're going to bring the chains across, but I think he's going to have enough for the first down, but it's close.
Again, the spot so important. 4:44 left to play here in the first half. Northside up 14-0. Gives us an opportunity to thank all of our wonderful sponsors of Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Without them, this telecast would not be possible. As we see if Franklin County is able to pick up a first down. They will stretch out the chains. And it is a first down. Half of football across the line to get, and that will move the chains for the Eagles.
Yeah, very important and a good play. I like that. Garmin getting 6 when he needed 5.5 and got just enough to get that first down to keep this drive moving for the Eagles.
First down and 10 from the 41. Going to have a receiver split out to each side. They will stay in the I formation. The quick hitters have been the name of the game here on this drive. Last man through, Lee's going to get the football. That's a big push up the middle by that offensive line. They're going to roll it across the 35 down to the 34. Great effort there by the Eagles.
Yeah, good push up front. You said it. Watch that line of scrimmage move. All those red shirts. Great lead block by the freshman Keyshawn Wright, getting in there, taking on that middle linebacker. Opens up the running lane for Jalen Lee, and a big 7-yard pickup again for that young man.
Clock continues to roll. 4 minutes left to play in the half. Franklin County has its 2nd down and 3 from the 34. Luckett brings the line set with 5 on the play clock. Flag will fly. It'll be offsides on the Vikings. That will give the Eagles a first down.
Yeah, Gavin Preston, you're right. The official went over and patted him on the back and said, "Hey, you lined up offsides." So it's a first down for Franklin County. They go straight to the line of scrimmage to run the play.
You said the Eagles quickly to the line. First down and 10 from the 29. Play action, big pressure coming. Luckett just going to have to eat this one. Scorpion down at the 34.
Yeah, Jacob Elliott had him wrapped up quickly, and Franklin County, when they play action and roll Luckett out, have not had any success at all. Northside has that read perfectly, and those guys are getting good penetration into the backfield. And Jacob Elliott, man, what a play by that young man. You'll see it on the replay. Just gets that big right hand in there and flips Luckett right to the turf.
That sack will drop it back to the 34 for second down and 15. Two receivers set to the top of the formation. Franklin County runs out of the pistol. They play action. Fires it out here. Has a receiver. That's right. Absorbs the first hit. Absorbs the second. Picks up 2 more yards. And that young man making a big difference there on the outside.
And what a throw. Luckett threaded that one in there perfectly. And Keyshawn Wright comes down with it and does not stop. That's an 11-yard gain right there. Huge plays. You see the throw. I mean, threads it right between 2 Viking defenders, and then Keyshawn Wright does the rest. He does not give up before Bishop finally drags him to the turf. So a big-time play right there by the freshman.
So with 2:20 left to play, clock rolling here in the first half, it's third down and 3 upcoming here for the Eagles, knocking on the door of the Kiefer Building Services red zone. Luckett's going to roll to his right, fires it out here. Pass will be incomplete. Garmin cannot get the feet down.
Wow, that was close too, but the official was right on it. Garmin kind of slapped the football in disgust. I tell you what, I thought initially it looked like that thing was picked off by the defender. It looked like Funk was right there, and it just out of his hands. Garmin looked like he got that right foot in before he stepped out of bounds. But either way, official called it incomplete, and a big fourth down here. Franklin County leaving that offense out there.
Great shots on our Bob Parcell replay. Taylor Chitwood there on the field. Jamie Singleton, the eye in the sky tonight. It's going to bring up a fourth down for Franklin County from the 22. Timeout will be called by the Eagles. We'll take 1-2. 2:05 left to play here in the first half. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Hello, I am Margaret Torrance, Commissioner of Revenue for Franklin County. On November 5th, I am seeking re-election. With 31 years of experience in the Commissioner's office, I have the knowledge and experience which makes me the most qualified candidate for the job. I would appreciate the opportunity to continue serving the citizens of Franklin County as your Commissioner of Revenue. Remember to vote for experience on November the 5th. Vote Margaret Torrance for Commissioner of Revenue.
Big fourth down upcoming here. That timeout was awarded to Northside. So 2 timeouts remaining for each team here in the half. Receiver split to the near side is Garmin. Franklin County looks like they're running the option. Going to pitch that one out. It's going to stay on the ground, and it looks like Northside's going to pick that one up. And it will be Northside football regardless. But 2 minutes left to play here in the half. You see it here on the Bob Parcell replay option. Not much doing on that one.
Yeah, you're going to something there that we haven't seen out of Franklin County all season long. And that's a straight fumble, or a straight option, I should say. And Northside not fooled at all, played it perfectly. Luckett went to the pitch and just couldn't get it to his back Lee. And Northside not only makes the stop, but picks up some yardage on the fumble.
Looks like they may be adding some time back on the clock. Be a little bit of discussion here. Going to take the long way around to get the call up here for the amount of time to put back. Going to put 10 seconds back on the clock and back out to 1:55 on the change of possession. Plenty of time here for Northside. Coach Fisher said the problem his team has is they score too quickly. They're going to have to turn it on here and score quickly with just 1:55 remaining.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Enough time for it to happen with this potent offense as Webb right on time, wrapped up by Big Will Hairston in the backfield.
Big sack there. 1, that's going to keep the clock moving. 2, it's going to put Northside well behind the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down. You see it on the Bob Parcell replay. A little bit of confusion there with Webb. Play actions to the wrong side, and Hairston just beats his man off the ball. Whenever you beat your man off the ball, bad things are going to happen in the backfield.
All the time, no doubt about it. And Webb didn't have anybody back there to help him out. And when Hairston gets going, buddy, he can beat his man off the ball very quickly.
Clock rolling inside of 1:10 left here in the first half, and Franklin County reads that play. Jacob Stockton in the backfield. Also had Landon Church stepping through to make that stop.
Perfectly read. Clock continuing to run. You've got the Northside well behind the chains here. With 2 timeouts, you wonder Coach Edwards wouldn't take one here to try and get the football back. For sure, you would think if he gets a stop here, but with the play clock down to 18, there's not going to be much time left.
So clock will continue to roll inside of 30 seconds left. Play clock will move down to 5. It's 3rd down and 20 from their own 27. They do get the play off. Webb across the left side. He's going to be dropped. Give him a yard on the play. And Franklin County will take a timeout with 19 seconds as Parker Scott steps up to make the stop.
Yep, just a safe play there for Coach Fisher running that inside draw. Franklin County will get the timeout, but only 19 seconds left now. They should get the football.
See what the Eagles decide to do here deep in the territory. Do you bring the pressure, try to get the block? Do you look to set up a return? What are you doing here with only 19 seconds left?
I think about the only chance you have is to try to bring the pressure and get that block. You haven't seen a whole lot of punt return setup for Franklin County this year. But it may be a great time to break it open. They've got great special teams. They've returned several kickoffs. So we'll see what they draw up.
Tyshawn Ziegler will be back deep, looking for his first punt return of the season. The Eagles have returned 2 punts on the season. Franklin County brings pressure, gets this one off. Ziegler fields it at the 40, looks to turn it on across midfield, stays on his feet across the 30, and he's going to rumble down to about the 28-yard line, and they're going to have 7 seconds to work with. One play, but a great effort there by Franklin County to get themselves an opportunity to put some points on the Franklin Finance scoreboard.
What a great return right there by Tyshawn Ziegler. Takes it at the 40, gets across midfield, picks up some good blocking, and if he could have got away right there, would have been in golden field position for Franklin County. But a good return gives your offense a shot at the end zone here with 7 seconds remaining.
So we'll see the play call here on offense for the Eagles. They're going to run out of the pistol. And Northside will take a timeout. We'll take one too with 7 seconds left to play in the half. 14-0 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Hello, Franklin County. It's Doug Williams with Budget Blinds. We're your turnkey solution to all your window covering needs. I hope you're watching Franklin County Cable 12 Sports, where we bring to you the umpires and the officials each and every week. And every time a bad call is made, that is brought to you by the blind guys. Is this year you're building that new house? How about adding on that sunroom you've been talking about? Well, here at Budget Blinds, we're here to help. The consultation is free, we do the work, and it's all backed by our 5-year no questions asked warranty. This year, let the blind guys help you see the possibilities.
7.2 seconds left to play here in the half. Franklin County and Northside with a timeout apiece. Eagles will move back into the I formation. Be a quick hitter to the near side. Garman's going to make the catch. He's going to step out of bounds. Will get there. 2 seconds, and Franklin County will take the timeout. Not sure if he got out of bounds or they just gave him the timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. They did give him the timeout. So do you pick up that yardage there and send out your field goal unit here, Kevin, to try to get 3 points on the board? Or did you just throw it 4 yards short to try to be able to throw it to the end zone?
I think you just gave it that opportunity for Garmin to find some open space here on the near side to make something happen. You're getting yourself one more opportunity. I think this one has to go to the end zone. You need points here going into the half. You're going to get the football back to start the second half. So, again, another one of those opportunities. You have a chance to tie this game up before Northside gets the football back.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but obviously you have to score now, and it is a benefit deferring your choice there to the second half to get that football.
So this should be the last play of the half. Gonna have a receiver split out to each side. They run out of the pistol. Wright and Lee in the backfield. They stay in to block. Fires it to the end zone. Opportunity, and it will fall incomplete off the fingertips of the sophomore Holland. Big opportunity there for the Eagles. Will slip away. And at the half, Northside up 14-0. We're going to be right back with our Hall of Fame introductions. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to our community. 100% owned and operated, offering you the traditional historical Lynch Connor Bowman and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of 1 white dove, 1 memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to direct your attention to the 50-yard line, where this evening we have our newest inductees into the Franklin County High School Athletic Hall of Fame, and we'd like to take this opportunity to introduce them at this time. On the field representing the school system is Franklin County High School Principal, Mr. John Crutchfield. We'll begin first with Ann Wright Crutchfield. Ann played basketball from 1981 through 1985, earned Roanoke Valley All-District 83, 84, 85, earned Northwest All-Region 84 and 85, played collegiately at Emory and Henry College, earning Old Dominion Athletic Conference honors in 1986, 87, 88, and 89. She was the first female in the ODAC to earn all-conference for 4 years. She's a member of the Emory and Henry Sports Hall of Fame. She coached Franklin County High School women's basketball to Western Valley Championship in 2009 and Western Valley Tournament Championships in 2009 through 2012. She earned Coach of the Year honors in the Western Valley District in 2009 and Piedmont District in 2013. She coached women's basketball at Emory and Henry College with a career record of 98 wins and 40 losses. She's the ODAC Coach of the Year in 2018, NCAA Division III Tournament second round in 2018, NCAA South Region Top 10 ranking from 2016 through 2019, and an NCAA Top 25 ranking in 2019. She assumed the Interim Director of Athletics at Emory and Henry College in May 2017 and became the Director of Athletics at Emory and Henry in 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, Ann Wright Crutchfield, class of 1985. Next, Marshall L. Flora Jr. He participated in football, track, and baseball, was 1966 football co-captain and Mr. Football. Was a Piedmont District All-District football team in 1967. He's a class president and varsity club treasurer. Attended Bridgewater College and Radford University. Earned Mason-Dixon All-Conference 3 years. It was a small college All-American honorable mention and Virginia Small College Player of the Year. In 1970, he led college rushers. He's a member of the Bridgewater College Hall of Fame in 2001. He served his professional career in Franklin County Public Schools, serving as Director of Special Education and Special Education Director of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, Marshall L. Floor Jr., class of 1967. Next is Gary Gilly Gilmore. He participated in baseball, football, and basketball. 1973 second team All-Metro quarterback. Honorable mention All-Timesland. 1976 Timesland Player of the Year with a 0.78 ERA and .313 batting average. Participated in the inaugural state All-Star Game in 1976. He attended East Tennessee State University, Ferrum College, and Coastal Carolina University. In 1980 at Coastal Carolina, he hit .386 with 7 home runs and 34 stolen bases. He was elected to the Ferrum College, USC Aiken, and Salem Roanoke Valley Baseball Hall of Fames. He's a 2-time American Baseball Coaches Association Athletic Coach of the Year, Big South Coach of the Year 9 times, Sun Belt Coach of the Year in 2018, and National Coach of the Year in 2016 by winning the NCAA Division I baseball title at Coastal Carolina University. He's recorded the 8th most wins in the NCAA since 2000 with 886 victories. His current record as a head coach is 1,216 wins, 604 losses, and 4 ties. He's within the top 10 of Division I coaches in winning percentage. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Gilmore, class of 1976. Next is Andre L. Levacy. He participated in football, basketball, and baseball, has varsity letters in basketball and baseball. He attended Averett University and Ferrum College, where he's a member of the Averett and Ferrum basketball teams. He continues to hold 5 school records at Ferrum College. He scored 1,027 points at Ferrum College and earned all-conference honors first team in 1989. Andre serves as an official on the high school and collegiate level in basketball and continues to officiate high school sports. He has held a qualified mental health professional designation for 11 years and has successfully started therapeutic day treatment services for Franklin County, Roanoke County, and Roanoke City. Ladies and gentlemen, Andre L. Levacy, class of 1985. Next is John Abe Naff. Played baseball and football. He earned all district honors and most athletic. Attended Lynchburg College, where he earned all ODAC honors in 1980 and 81. Coached baseball at Ferrum College from 1985 through 2007, closing out his career with a record of 643 wins, 236 losses, and 3 ties. He led Ferrum College to 10 USA South Atlantic Conference baseball titles and 10 NCAA Division III playoff appearances. He has a career winning percentage of 73%. He was the Virginia Small College Coach of the Year 5 times, the USA South Coach of the Year 4 times. He won 10 conference championships. He's a member of the Lynchburg College, Salem Roanoke Valley, Ferrum College, and USA South Hall of Fames. He served as athletic director at Ferrum College from 2004 through 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Abe Naff, class of 1978. Next is Noel Price Pinkard. He played varsity football for 3 years and varsity basketball for 2 years. Voted most athletic in 1958. He was awarded the Best Back Award in 1953 as an 8th grader. It was 1957's Mr. Football. He pitched a no-hitter against Bedford in 1958. Attended Virginia Military Institute and Ball State University. He joined the United States Air Force and served in various military assignments. Retired with the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. He earned the Distinguished Flying Cross, Meritorious Service Medal, Vietnam Service Medal, Vietnam Gallantry Cross, and Vietnam Campaign Medal. He's an associate real estate broker for Weichert Realtors, real estate appraiser, and associates. He is retired in New Bern, North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, Noel Pinkert, class of 1958. Next is Carlton DeMoss Price Jr., who participated in football, basketball, and baseball. He lettered in 11 of 12 possible sports, earned all district honors and all region honors in football and baseball. He was Mr. Football for the class of 1959. He attended Virginia Tech, where he played baseball his sophomore, junior, and senior years. Joined the Naval Reserves at age 19 and was commissioned a second lieutenant. He entered the Army and served as an infantry officer in Europe and Asia. He worked in the insurance industry as branch manager of the GAB Business Services, served as CEO of the Claims Group. He serves as a subcontractor in the legal department at the Y-12 nuclear facility in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Carlton DeMoss Price Jr., class of 1959. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our latest inductees into the Franklin County High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Let's have a final round of applause for all our new inductees.
When your house becomes a powerhouse, something amazing happens. You get internet speeds from 50 megs up to 1 gig. So you can stream, play, or download with virtually no waiting or lag throughout your house. Ridiculously fast speeds, now more affordable than ever. Powerhouse by Chantel.
Back now after introducing the newest class of the Franklin County High School Athletic Hall of Fame. We're at the half with Northside up big 14-0 over the Eagles. You look at the stat sheet, a quick moving first half, Derek, but not a lot of yards gained by either side.
Yeah, not much at all, honestly, either way. Only 115 total yards of offense for Northside in that first half. However, they did get two big scores. Fisher leading the way on the ground. He's got 31 yards and a touchdown. But only 40 yards total on the ground. Webb's been sacked several times, had several big negative plays in that first half. So only 40 yards total on the ground for Northside in that first half, but they've had a big touchdown, or not a touchdown strike, but two big plays through the passing game. One a 30-yard touchdown strike, the other a 45-yard gain for 75 yards. But Webb, he's 2 of 4 in that first half for 75 yards and a touchdown. No turnovers for Northside, but 115 total yards of offense is all this Franklin County defense has given up. Unfortunately, they've just given up a couple of big passing plays, which is uncharacteristic for them, that have led one to a touchdown on the play, the other set up an inside run to Fisher for his short run. Offensively for Franklin County, nothing doing at all. Jalen Lee having a pretty good game. He had 30 yards in that first half. But just really on 8 carries, Northside seemed to bottle him up. Not much else doing on the ground. Luckett sacked several times. He minus 12 yards for him in that first half. So only 21 total yards rushing in the first half for Franklin County. Luckett heated up a little bit in the second quarter. He's 4 for 8 in that first half. But again, only hitting those quick hitters. Only 35 yards, but 56 yards of total offense for the Eagles in that first half, and that is all. They put the ball on the ground 3 times. Luckily only lost one of those, I believe. But when you only have 56 total yards of offense in a half, you find yourself down at halftime.
Time now for our Rocky Mount Chiropractic halftime adjustment, brought to you by the fine folks at Rocky Mount Chiropractic. Franklin County down 14-0 here at the half, Derek. How are the Eagles going to be able to claw out of this hole and find themselves in the win column at the end of this one?
Well, I think it starts, obviously, offensively on this first drive. I like coming out, throwing that football around early in the down and distance, trying to get something going. And you saw that open up the running game just a little bit. What it does is will also open up the deep play ability, the passing game, the quick strike ability of Garrett Garman and Stockton on the edges. But I think if you're Franklin County, you've got to find some consistency on offense. You've got to find a way to steadily move the ball down the field, whether it's going to be on the ground or through the air. But I think you have to go to that pass early on. Your defense is still playing really good, defense, but you're not helping them out at all offensively.
Absolutely, and that's our Rocky Mount Chiropractic halftime adjustment, brought to you by Dr. Kim Skillen and Dr. Marlene Skillen, who is your locally owned and operated chiropractor in Franklin County, treating a wide range of injuries from athletic injuries to motor vehicle accidents and many others. So let Rocky Mount Chiropractic help you improve your life and well-being. They're located across from the beautiful campus of Franklin County High School and a proud sponsor and supporter of Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. At the half, Franklin Finance scoreboard, you see it right there on your screen. Northside 14, Franklin County yet to strike in this one. We're going to be right back with the kickoff in the second half. Franklin County is going to be receiving that kickoff. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Steve Maddie was born and raised right here in Franklin County. He graduated from Franklin County High School, went on to serve his country, graduated from Ferrum College and Liberty University School of Law, and then continued to serve his community. Now, as an attorney, he wants to service Franklin County as your Commonwealth's attorney and work with our great law enforcement to keep our county safe.
I am Steve Maddie, and I would appreciate your vote November the 5th, and I approve this message.
Getting ready to kick off the second half with Northside up 14-0. You see it there on your Franklin Finance scoreboard. See if Franklin County can put the offense together here in the second half. Belcher and Stockton back deep for Franklin County. They have not had an opportunity to return one tonight. I think that's Coach Fisher's plan for the rest of this one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Probably the plan the rest of the way every team we face from here moving forward, as Franklin County has obviously shown the ability to use this kickoff as a weapon.
It's going to be Stockton fielding it at the 20. Looks for a cutback lane, finds one across the 30. Will be dropped at the 32, and that's where Franklin County will start their first drive of the second half. Funk with the stop.
Yeah, right on the spot there to get Stockton. Good job, I think, this time letting that football get back to the return men, but good coverage. The Vikings staying in their lanes. Stockton dancing around a little bit, trying to find running room, but couldn't.
Will be two receivers set to the top of the formation. Franklin County will run out of the I to start this drive. First down and 10 from the 32. Jalen Lee, last man through, is going to get the football, works it out close to the 39. Excuse me, that's the 34, giving 2 yards on that carry.
Yeah, Lee gets in there quickly, but Elliott shut it down just as quickly. Only a 2-yard gain there on first down.
Gain of 2, second down, 8.
Will be second down and 8. This is Jalen Lee's first start of the season. Had 5 carries for 50-plus yards coming into the game. Carried much of the workload here tonight. First man through, Keyshawn Wright's going to get the football. Not much doing there. Gavin Preston going to roll him up.
Yeah, he read that perfectly, and Keyshawn Wright, when he cut back on that inside trap, Preston was right there on the spot standing, waiting for him, and just kind of picked him up and disposed of him quickly. Only a 1-yard gain there for Keyshawn Wright. So plays 1 and 2 here after the halftime adjustments. Not going so well for Franklin County.
Bring up a third down and 7 from the 35. 2 receivers set to the top. They're going to stay out of this I formation. You would have to expect the Eagles to go to the air here. Luckett, quick hitter to the far side. Be a little bit of an inside screen set up to Stockton, but nothing doing there. Northside keeps piling it on, and Franklin County going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, I love that play, but Luckett had so much pressure so quick, he had to get it out to Stockton so fast that he had to wait for his blockers to get out in front. And you see the guys coming there to try to set that screen up, but it took so long for them to get out there. Northside bringing the pressure, obviously looking for the pass there in the down and distance, and Franklin County just couldn't get it going.
Quentin Slash back deep to return this punt. Luckett's going to drive him deep, and it's going to take a Franklin County bounce inside the 5, down to the 4. Beautiful effort there by Luckett.
53-yard punt there for Luckett. A beautiful punt, just drove Slash back. He was unable to get back and return it. Let it bounce over his head, as you said, and just an outstanding punt will pin Northside back deep.
Gives this Franklin County defense a big opportunity as we watch that huge 53-yard punt on the Bob Parcell replay. Gives them a huge opportunity to pick up possibly a turnover deep in Northside territory. Run out of the pistol. Fisher going to take the handoff. Big hit there. He absorbs it at the 10. Give him just over 5 yards there on first down.
Yeah, that was a big hit, but a 5-yard gain on first down.
Second down, 5.
As Hairston making the stop downfield, and looked like Ziegler getting in there as well, cleaning up a little bit of action.
So it'll be second down and 5, ball resting on their own 10-yard line. First offensive possession of the half here for the Vikings. Handoff to Fisher going around the far side. I believe that's going to be Tyshawn Ziegler, first man on the spot. Nothing doing there on second down.
Yeah, read perfectly. You'll see number 2 flashing across the top of your screen to the right. The safety read it perfectly. Gets in there, stands Fisher up at the line of scrimmage. Armini gets in there and helps clean up along with Will Hairston and Hunter Kennedy. Great job reading that play from the beginning by Tyshawn Ziegler.
So big opportunity here for the Franklin County defense. Third down and 5 from the 10-yard line of the Vikings. 3 receivers set to the top, 1 receiver to the near side. Quick hitter. Pass will be complete. That's going to be 44, Zach Horton on the reception.
Yep, big tight end right down the seam. It was easy slant. Actually had him split out wide that time. And the pass just a little bit behind Horton, but looked like maybe a good little one-handed grab is enough for the first down.
Great catch by that young man. Clock rolling, 8:15 left to play here in the third quarter. Quick pitch to Fisher on the near side, looks to cut back. Nothing doing there. Give him a yard loss on the play.
Yeah, something that you're not gonna be able to do much of is the cut back against the grain on this Franklin County defense. Hunter Kennedy right there, the big number 38, gets a hand on him, but Ty Armini out here really did a good job taking up the block and holding it. As you see, a good shot there of Kennedy looking to the sideline, getting the call, but Ty Armini really made that play as he held up that block on the edge and made Fisher turn it back.
So second down and 11. Ball back inside of the 15. Looks like they're going to run the option once again. Quick pitch out to Fisher. He's going to be barreled up. Play extended by this Franklin County defense.
Again, played beautifully. One thing that this defense can do is move laterally, and you see it looked like option was there, but Stockton had the quarterback. He took him. Again, the defensive end out there turning the play back in. Fisher cuts back, and the defensive lineman, Will Hairston, chasing him down all the way. Never gives up. His motor is always running. Will tackle Fisher for no gain.
So we'll quickly move to third down once again. Third down and 10 from the 17. So we'll see if Franklin County's defense can force the punt here. Play action, firing it deep, has a receiver out here. That catch will be made, completed downfield to the 42. That's Earls.
What a catch by that young man. A 25-yard pickup on that throw, and Webb kind of took a beating as he let the football go, but threw it out there just in front and let Earls make a play, and he extends, scoops it up off the turf, and sells the catch, and it's a 25-yard gain for Northside.
Tell you, this Viking squad, surprisingly athletic, making a lot of good plays on the outside. When they find space, that's when they're dangerous. Webb around the outside, a little bit of a busted play there, going to be dropped in the backfield. It's going to put them behind the chains here.
It looked like Cromwell got in there, and somebody went the wrong direction here as Webb was looking for the back. The back went left, he looked right, and Cromwell chased him down and dropped him in the backfield along with Bryson Chrisman back there.
Will Harrison's going to check off. Bring him to the sideline, taking that helmet off. It's a big loss for this defensive front for the Eagles.
Yeah, he immediately kind of bent over at the waist out there. Looked like maybe he got winded. It's
going to be a bubble screen to the inside. That's going to be big number 44, Zach Horton. Picks up a big chunk of yards out to midfield.
Yeah, but could have been a lot worse. What a play by Parker Scott. It's one of those that just looked like a regular tackle, but great inside tight end screen to Horton. I love this. Man, you don't see it a lot in high school, but right there it is. Played perfectly, and you'll see Parker Scott right here avoiding his blocker. I was going to say beating his blocker, but his blocker never got to him and laid a hand on him. But a good open field tackle by Parker Scott.
It's going to be 3rd down and 2 from midfield. It's going to be Fisher up the middle. He's going to be dropped. Big stop there, number 35, Ty Ermini, 5'9", 185 senior, making a huge stop there on 3rd down.
Yeah, that is a big-time play by Ty Ermini. Now, that is somebody that beats his block inside and then steps around and spins Fisher to the turf. A great play by Ty Ermini, and Northside may be sending the kicking unit out.
Christopher Summers into punt.
So right in midfield, 4th down and 3 from the 49. Tyshawn Ziegler will be back inside of his 20. That football is going to hit the turf once again. Opportunity here for the Eagles if they're able to pull it down. And that will fall innocently to the turf. Flag's going to fly. That's probably going to be.
It sure is. No, I think it's going to be a late hit on Cromwell on Franklin County.
We catch it here on the Bob Parcell replay. Again, the snap is low. Second time we saw that here tonight. Big pursuit by Kennedy.
Could be one of two things here. Could be grounding. Could be that late hit that happened right there by Cromwell.
Personal
foul on Franklin County.
Now, is that after the play is over since it's incomplete? And there's another flag going to be thrown on Franklin County, as it looks like Will Harrison had something to say to the head referee.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
It's an unsportsmanlike on the Eagles. Lots to sort out here. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12, Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
So it will be 1st down and 10 for Franklin County back at the 21. There is a personal foul following the play, a late hit, and then there was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Eagles. That backed them up all the way inside of their own 25 to the 21.
Yeah, so, just as good as punting the football away and getting a clean punt away, Franklin County should have the football way back over here in Viking territory in good field position, set up to take the field offensively after your defense makes a great stop to get you the football back. But a couple of bad penalties have caught Franklin County here. And the Eagles have been penalized a lot this season, and I know Coach Edwards mentioned that it's something that they've addressed and worked on. But these are two costly ones right here as we look at the clock. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You've only run 3 plays here in the second half total. So a big-time offensive possession right here for the Eagles.
They'll line up with the 2 receivers to the top of the formation out of the eye. Luckett under center. Going to be Lee, the last man through, is going to get the handoff, give him 2 yards there on first down.
Yep, not much more there as Northside has really played the run game well. Lee now with 34 yards on 10 carries here in the ball game.
Gain of 3, second down, 7.
Let's bring up second down and 7 after that 3-yard gain with 3:33 left to play here in the third quarter. Eagles will stay with the 2 receivers set to the top out of the eye. Luckett straight drop back, play action. A lot of pressure is going to stay on his feet, but he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark this one down. He's going to pick up a yard. Bank with the big stop.
Yeah, that was a great play by that young man. It looked like Luckett had time to throw, but good coverage downfield. He stepped up inside. Initially looked like he had some running room, but that big young man, Ethan Blank, able to drag Luckett down.
6'2", 301 pounds.
Doesn't look a step over 295.
He has to check off as he loses his helmet, so it's going to bring up third down and 6 for the Eagles. It's going to be Lee coming to the near side, runs up the back of his blocker, stays on his feet. He's going to pick up the first down. Looks like we got an injured Viking on the play.
Lee, the ball
After this Bob Parcell replay, we're going to take a quick break. Northside up 14-0. 2:34 left to play in the quarter. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Your local Erie agent is Willard Insurance Agency. Visit willardinsurance.org.
Erie Insurance.
Jacob Early, the injured Viking, on the play. Nonetheless, it will be first down and 10 for the Eagles from their own 33-yard line. Lee across the left side runs into a brick wall across the 35 to the 36.
Well, pretty good pickup again, though, of 3 yards, maybe 3.5. Bishop making the stop. Worked so well the play before, no reason to go away from it there. Try the waters again. See if Lee can't break one.
2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Second down and 7 upcoming here for the Eagles, needing to put points on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. Lee across the right side, a little bit of change of direction there. Picks up a yard on that one, brings up third down for Franklin County.
Arian Johnson in there making the stop on Lee after the short 1-yard pickup. A big third down here late in the third quarter. Franklin County really starting to run out of time. Need to find a way to pick up this first down and keep this offense out on the field.
Jacob Stockton's going to check into the ball game. Give credit where credit is due to this Northside team coming ready to play tonight on both sides of the football. The Eagles, plenty of time left here. Play action, Luckett, big pressure coming. He's going to throw that one away. What a pursuit there by the Vikings.
Again, they know the pass is more than likely coming here. They sell out. They got, it wasn't even a sellout. You got 5 down linemen that 3 of the 5 got through. Maybe an inside stun or something. Horton putting the pressure on Luckett. And Franklin County unable to get anything going once again. on that drive will have to punt it away.
Eagles going to need a punter to run on here. Luckett injured on the play. Hunter Kennedy comes on to punt this one away. It's like Luckett rolled up on the play. Good snap here. Kennedy steps up. Gets a good punt off here. Slash back deep. We'll take a Franklin County bounce. Great job there by Kennedy. He's going to pin him down at the 22-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will take over. Again, they're looking at foot of Luckett as he got rolled up on that play.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Is that young man really the leader out there for the offense? Not only calling the plays and running from that quarterback position, but I think emotionally as well. He's such a key out there for Franklin County on offense, and hopefully that young man's okay. But a great job by Hunter Kennedy getting out there, and no warm-up time at all, putting a good boot in it. Nice spiraling punt with no return, so good job. Just something else that young man does well.
So it will be 1st down and 10 for the Vikings at their own 22-yard line. 2 receivers set to the top of the formation. 1 lone receiver set to the near side. It's going to be Fisher coming to the near side. Squirts out to the 25. Give him 3 yards there. And the Vikings going to have to take one more play here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Fisher, Coach Fisher, that is, seems to be happy just handing that football off, running this clock out as the play clock winds down and the game clock here in the 3rd quarter, as Fisher able to pick up about 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
7-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. Slash comes across the formation. You're going to see Webb with the keeper, looks to change directions, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. Loss on the play. That will end the 3rd quarter of play with Northside up 14-0. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Northside 14, Franklin.
Eagles will decline the holding penalty at the end of the half. 2 receivers split out to each side. Webb, straight drop back. They run the screen once again. That's going to be 44. Zach Horton will pick up a big chunk of yards, but we'll bring up 4th down here before Hunter Kennedy makes the stop.
Yep, good job by that young man staying at home, and Northside really likes that inside screen to Horton. It's a good-looking play as they set it up well, but Franklin County had a defender right there, almost got a hand in there to break the pass up, but Franklin County defense once again does its job. They've really played well tonight against this good Northside team.
Northside on to punt have had 2 not so great punt attempts. This one's going to be returnable by Ziegler. Looks to get to the outside, picks up a block opportunity here. 40, 35, 30, picks up a block there. 20, cuts back inside. 10, 15. He will find his way into the end zone. Flag will fly back here at the 26.
They're going to hit Parker Scott with a block in the back. This one is coming back. What a return by Tyshawn Ziegler, though, as he finds the end zone. But I'm afraid you can take those points off the board. See if you can see it right about there, about the 26-yard line. It wasn't Parker Scott, but he was the one that was upset about it, as Ziegler returns the punt all the way for the score, but it will be coming back.
That penalty will take the points off the board, the most costly type of penalty.
Indicated against Franklin County.
And it's a questionable call, but it's one that didn't need to be, the block didn't need to be made. It wasn't an effect on the play at all. And you just can't take those chances. And Franklin County, again, another costly penalty. But we'll look and see here if the big return and the penalty will fire this offense up.
It's going to be first down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Receivers split out to each side. Luckett back into the ball game. He will be under center. There you see the pair of freshmen in the backfield. Luckett fires it to the near side. Catch by Stockton across the 30. Stays on his feet, cuts across the 25, 20, and rolls his way down close to the 15. And Franklin County, for the first time tonight, have found their way into the Kiefer Building Services red zone. And that's a huge play there in response, Derek.
Yeah, that was a big-time response. Stockton out here on the quick hitter just gets to work. Finds his way all the way down to the 18-yard line. Sidesteps a couple of guys before pursuit finally catches up. But a big 18-yard gain right there on first down.
So we said the Eagles just entered the Kiefer Building Services red zone. If you need a new deck, home improvement, or electrical work, call Kiefer Building Services at 540-420-0717, or you can visit them on the web at www.kieferbuildingservices.com.
Lee bottled up that time over the left side, and I tell you, if the young man could bounce it out, he had lots of room kicking it around the edge, and he's got speed to burn. But a 3-yard gain, you see it right there on the replay. Young man bounces it up in there, just gets wrapped up. If he could get by that initial tackler, he may have found the end zone.
Receivers split out to each side. Franklin County has been in that I formation almost all night long. We saw Northside be really susceptible to the quick slants all season long. We'll see if Franklin County throws it out there. Telegraphed on the outside. Looks like the defender may have got there early.
Well,
he even turns around and looks for the flag.
The official reaches for the flag and doesn't find it as that ball sailed a little bit. Garmin, you'll see the replay here coming in. I mean, the defender there 3 steps before the football gets there. The official, you see him up there looking for that flag, doesn't find it in his pocket, and it will fall innocently incomplete.
Big defensive stop there by the Vikings. Pulls up 3rd down and 7, just outside of the 15-yard line. Franklin County desperately needing to put points on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. Luckett play action once again. Big pressure coming. Looks downfield, and he's going to be dropped up. And I'll tell you, one of the big things downfield, Jacob Stockton broke free, tripped up by the defender.
Jacob Elliott.
That's going to bring up 4th down here for the Eagles.
And tough there with Lockett trying to buy time and find something. But at some point, you've got to make that decision to let that football go out of bounds. Just throw it away. Don't take that big loss, because now you've put yourself well behind the chains, a loss all the way back out to the 24.
So big 4th down here, 9:32 left to play in this ball game. You see it there on your Franklin Finance scoreboard. Northside up 14-0. The Eagles were able to return the punt for a touchdown, called back for a block in the back. Luckett fires this one deep, has it knocked away. Great defensive stop there, out on an island for Northside. And Slash will make the tip away, as you see it here on the Bob Parcell replay.
Yep, good throw by Luckett as he slings it out there. Maybe could have put a little more air under it to that back pylon and let Garrett Garman run under it out there. But again, another drive that ends not pleasantly for Franklin County, as this was their first real opportunity to put points on the scoreboard, and just had a couple of plays not go their way.
Franklin County desperately now needing a turnover here deep in the Northside territory. Coach Fisher, as we said, and as you talked to him before the game, talking about how quickly his team can score, and they wanted to run the football a little bit more, run some time off the clock. They were able to do that in the first half, haven't been able to do as much of it here in the second half. Webb's going to keep it around the outside, looks to hit the corner. He's going to be ran out of bounds just across the line of scrimmage, maybe give him a yard on the play.
Yeah, not much more, but more importantly for Franklin County, he gets out of bounds and stops that clock. I tell you, Cromwell really makes this play out there as outside linebacker position, sets down in the hole, doesn't allow Webb to cut it up inside, strings it out, and then Elijah Belcher comes in and really drives him out of bounds. A good play by that young man out there on the edge.
See here on the Bob Parcell replay, Webb keeps it around the outside. Cromwell, as you said, just stays with the play before Belcher's able to run him out. Going to be a handoff up the middle. Hard run there, downhill, down close to the 30 is Fisher. Keep the clock moving. Bring up a third down in manageable distance for the Vikings.
Hunter Kennedy racking up another tackle here up inside on the back Fisher. And you see it right here. Webb really rode the handoff a long time. Maybe had the option there to pull that back out and keep it around the edge. But good play up inside again by Hunter Kennedy. And you know, you've got him here 3rd down and 6, an opportunity for your defense to make a stop and get the football back quickly.
Going to be a 5-receiver set. Webb, empty backfield out of the shotgun. Fires that one out there. Great hands. Catch will be made. No doubt about that one by Horton. That's a huge first down there for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's a big-time play by Horton. He's got some good hands, I tell you. Just had him out there in the triple set bunch. Gets just beyond the yard to make. A little simple out pattern. Webb a little errant on the throw, but not too far out of the reach of Horton as he lays out and makes the reception for the first down.
They'll stay in the 5 wide receiver set. As they move Fisher back into the backfield beside of Webb. He's going to take the handoff across the right side. Has a burst of speed across the 40. But Cromwell will make the stop. Out at the 43.
Yeah, big 6-yard gain, maybe 7 actually. And this offense just starting to grind that clock out, handing the football off to Fisher as he's able to pick up chunks of yardage like that. It's going to be tough for Franklin County to get the football back.
Three receivers to the top of the formation. Lone receiver to the near side. They work the play clock inside of 10. Webb out of the shotgun. Is going to hand it off to Fisher. Big hole across the right side. He's got a lot of real estate. 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Into the end zone. That's going to be a 57-yard touchdown run.
57-yard touchdown run
by the running back, Christian Fisher. As we say, be sure to stick around after the ball game. Catch that one on the Harvester Performance Center highlights after the game.
Yep. Northside just wearing down Franklin County on that defensive side. Fisher, he's shown the burst all night long, the ability to turn not much into something. And we've said if he could ever get the edge and turn that corner, that young man can be gone in an instant. And he showed that right there with a convincing 57-yard dash to pay dirt.
Snaps good, holds good, kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-0. Northside leads with 6:59 left to play in this one. We're going to be right back. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, or agricultural, family-owned Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane is here for all of your heating and appliance needs. Come check out our new state-of-the-art showroom, showcasing a full line of propane appliances, including gas heaters and logs. All propane tanks and gas installations are performed by employees trained and certified through the National Propane Gas Association. Don't let winter catch you by surprise this year. Give us a call today at 483-7726 or visit us on the web at redwoodfuel.com.
I'm Dean Stone, manager at Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, and we invite you to come see what we have to offer in our new showroom.
Christopher Summers has the ball teed up at the 40. Eric Garman and Jalen Lee back deep. There you see battle scars on the helmet of Will Hairston. The game in the trenches here this afternoon. Northside is wearing the Eagles down here late. They lead on the Franklin Finance scoreboard 21-0. See if this Franklin County offense can get things going. Eagles had 7 points brought off the board. Blocking the back on a punt return for a touchdown. It's going to be Leaf fielding this one at the 22. Keeps those feet moving across the 35. Give him out to the 38. And Derek, there'd be no better time than right now for the Eagles to put points on the Franklin Finance scoreboard.
Yeah, definitely. You're running out of time, 6:52 here remaining in the game. You're now down 3 touchdowns. And you said it, no better time than the present time to find the end zone.
And now is the perfect time to buy or sell your single-family dwelling. Call Christina Defabal, 540-420-0485, because now is the time to make your move. You can also send her an email at christina.drealtor@yahoo.com. And guys, it's all about timing. And this drive is brought to you by Christina Defabal at Weichert Realtors, Bridges and Company. That ball is going to be overthrown and picked off downfield by number 4, Keenan Bishop. That's going to turn the tide once again back in favor of the Vikings.
Yep, that might be enough to do it. You hate to say that here with 6:46 remaining, but football just overthrown. Keyshawn Wright takes a punishing hit by the big linebacker for the Vikings as that football is picked off. You said it, Keenan Bishop, right on the spot.
Will be first down and 10 upcoming here for the Vikings. They're in Franklin County territory at the 47. Modus operandi here, Derek, run time off of this Franklin Finance scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, that's what Coach Fisher is looking to do here as the Jaden Harrison is checked in the backfield.
It's going to be Harris up the middle, has a burst of speed. Derek, I think that's a play where he's going to look back and he made one too many moves. If he would have just turned on the Jets, he may have been gone there, but Parker Scott able to trip him up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He did make just one too many juke moves when the hole was there, and Harrison's actually down. He took a hit to the knee there. You'll see on the replay, Parker Scott taking those legs out from under Harrison.
We'll take a break, too, with 6:27 left to play in this one. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Bill Overton. As the Eagles reach the halfway mark of the 2019 season, we can feel the excitement in the air as it intensifies, as the commitment of their hard work is leading them to victories. I'm running for re-election, and I wanted you to know that I am committed to keeping you, your family, your property, and this great county in which we live safe and protected. That's why I'm asking for your vote on November the 5th.
Second down and 6 upcoming here for the Vikings. Clock rolling, 6:15 left to play in this one. They're doing a good job snapping the ball with 3 to 5 seconds on the play clock. He's going to keep it, absorbs that first tackle, absorbs the second. There comes a face mask. It's going to be Holland hit with that one.
Webb, the ball carrier.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You see that helmet turn all the way around. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Face
but right there it is.
Indicated against Franklin County.
Another costly penalty.
That will give the Vikings another first down. Both teams have a full plate of 3 timeouts.
Face mask penalty.
So we'll move the ball inside the 35 down to the 34.
Ball at the Eagle 34-yard line.
More importantly for Northside, will keep that clock moving. Time starting to be the biggest enemy of the Eagles late in this one. Down 3 scores, 21-0. Sweep coming to the near side. That's going to be Quentin Slash. He's going to be dropped by Hunter Kennedy back at the 38.
Yeah, you're not fooling him at all. You'll see Hunter Kennedy from that middle linebacker spot. He's got his eyes on 5 all the way. Breaks down. Slash trying to get away from the blocker, or get around the blocker. And Hunter Kennedy just Superman dives him into the turf.
Be second down and 14 as we approach 5 minutes left to play here in this one. Again, be sure to stick around after this game for our Harvester Performance Center highlights. How many in favor of the Eagles here tonight?
Not at all.
It's going to be Slash on the reception to the near side. He's going to stretch forward. Ziegler on the
Pass is
stop.
complete to Quentin
Great
Slash.
job by that young
Tackle
man
made
out
by
here.
Tyshawn
Another
Ziegler.
open field tackle on a quick play.
Clock continues to roll.
Third down.
Eagles took time out, I believe.
They did. That is their first of the half with 4:46 left to play in this one. We'll be right back. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Time out on the field. Franklin County, that's their first time.
Steve Maddie was born and raised right here in Franklin County. He graduated from Franklin County High School, went on to serve his country, graduated from Ferrum College and Liberty University School of Law, and then continued to serve his community. Now, as an attorney, he wants to service Franklin County as your Commonwealth's attorney and work with our great law enforcement to keep our county safe.
I am Steve Maddie, and I would appreciate your vote November the 5th, and I approve this message.
The third down and 15 upcoming here for the Vikings. Clock stopped 4:46. Webb straight drop back. Flag's going to fly on the far side. It's going to be pass interference. Would expect on the Eagles. Webb's going to slide inbounds to keep the clock going. We'll look for this flag on the far side. Probably not much discussion going to be needed with this one.
No, definitely not. Thrown pretty quickly out there by the official. Could be another
holding penalty against Franklin County.
Costly penalty against Franklin County.
It will be a hold on the far side. See if we can catch it here on the Bob Parcell replay. Webb wisely will fall inbounds. There you see it at the top of the formation. Looks like they're going to hit Jacob Stockton on that one. Right off the line. Fell down.
Tough call.
Result of
But
the penalty
another
is a
big
Viking first down. Ball at the 23-yard line.
Move the ball down to the Eagle 23-yard line. First down and 10. Clock rolling inside of 4:30 left to play in this one. Eagles with 2 timeouts left. Northside, long way breaking that huddle. Needing to get down on the ball, had to go about 25 yards.
Play clock's going to run out and trying to get there.
It's going to be Fisher, nothing doing there.
Christian Fisher.
One of the few sloppy plays we've saw out of Northside all night. Franklin County will take another timeout with 4:04 left to play in this one. Second down and long. Going to be right back. You're watching Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
Look over there, that's what we've been hunting for weeks.
I love it.
Are you pre-approved with a bank?
Absolutely. I watch your show on Cable 12 Tuesdays at 8:30.
Well, let's move in. As time rolls on, perhaps your children are leaving home, resulting in a change in your real estate needs. I'll be happy to help you hunt for something different.
Second down and 12. Handoff coming to the near side to Fisher, who's just going to slide down inbounds, keep that clock moving. Shows you the importance of keeping that clock rolling here late in the ball game.
Yeah, and avoiding taking another hit as well.
Time out of the field.
That will force the Eagles to take their final time out of the ball game. 3:57 left to play in this one. As we said, an opportunity to thank all of our wonderful sponsors of Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12. Without their great sponsorship of these Eagle football games, we wouldn't be able to bring them into your home. Steve Maddie for Commonwealth's attorney, Bob Parcell Realtor with Remax Mountain to Lake Realty, Redwood Fuel Oil and Propane, Franklin Finance, Rhodes, Ferguson and Stone, attorneys at law, Budget Blinds, Davis and Davis, attorneys at law, Carillion, Rocky Mount Chiropractic, Christina Defaball at Weichert Realtors, Bridges and Company, Willard Insurance with Erie Insurance, Connor Bowman Funeral Home and Crematory, Farm Credit, re-elect Bill Overton for a sheriff. Also, some of our new sponsors, Kiefer Building Services, bringing you our red zone coverage for the rest of the season. The Harvester Performance Center, bringing you our Harvester highlights following the game. And also re-elect Margaret Torrance for Commissioner of Revenue. 3 brand new sponsors of Eagle Football right here on your neighborhood network at Cable 12. There's going to be the pass interference penalty. And that will bail out.
Penalty marker on the field.
the Vikings. Big hit laid on Webb.
Yeah, he got hit hard back here, crunched, really letting it go as the Northside looking to add some more to the scoreboard there, but pass interference call once again against Franklin County.
Pass interference penalty
Webb
indicated
dropping back,
against
takes the
Franklin
big
County.
hit. Pass interference deep downfield on Cromwell will give the Vikings another first down. See where they mark this football following the penalty.
About half the distance. Take it down to about the 11 or 12 yard line, I believe.
And that will put the Vikings in the Kiefer Building Services red zone. As the Vikings enter the Kiefer Building Services red zone, if you need a new deck, home improvement, or electrical work, be sure to call Kiefer Building Services at 540-420-0717 or visit them on the web at www.kieferbuildingservices.com.
Not sure how half the distance from the 22 gets you to the 13, but works out in favor of the Eagles.
We first down and 10 from the 13. Handoff up the middle. That's Horton getting the ball out of the backfield.
Zachary Horton, the ball carrier.
Will keep the clock moving. Andy Church
Cromwell
in on the stop.
Hand it off to somebody else and let that big guy take a few hits up inside. I tell you what, he's got some good hands
Second down,
in that tight end spot. He can split out wide. He's made some great catches on the evening for the Vikings.
Northside will be able to wind the clock down as we approach 3 minutes left to play here in this one. Franklin County out of timeouts, no way to stop the clock. Two receivers to the near side, and they will just take a knee here on second down. We'll bring up third down.
Bring up third down.
But the ability to work about 40 seconds off the
15
clock
yards to go for
on
the
each
Vikings.
play. Franklin County next week will be back here at home taking on another district foe in the undefeated Lord Botetourt next week. Northside will be back at home taking on William Byrd. Two receivers to the near side, lone receiver set to the top. They will take another knee here. We'll bring up fourth down, and we're close to a minute and a half left to play in this one, Derek.
Yeah, pretty classic call here by Coach Fisher over there with this much time left on the clock. Go ahead and taking those knees and letting that clock wind on down. Could have easily tried to punch one in to the end zone, but choosing to back it out here and just let that clock wind down.
You're going to see a good shot of the Franklin Finance scoreboard and amount of yardage that Northside has to work with. See what they do here on fourth down. It'll be fourth down about 20 from the 22. They will just take another knee, give the football back to the Eagles. They'll have 1:34 left to work with here, down 21-0. I think it's going to be a little too late here for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think so for sure. With only a minute 34 to go, we'll see what they go to here. Obviously, Franklin County would like to find a way to put points on the scoreboard to avoid being shut out, but they got a long way to go.
First down 10 here from their own 27-yard line. They'll run out of the pistol. Receivers split out to each side. Alston comes across the formation. That pass by Luckett's going to be picked off. That's going to be Bishop. I believe that's his second of the afternoon. And that's going to wrap this one up here, Derek.
Yeah, second on the afternoon, second in consecutive plays for that young man. That will definitely take care of it. No timeouts left, 128. Just a couple of knees to take for Northside. This one is in the books.
Again, And be sure to stick around after the game for our Harvester Performance Center highlights. Tough night for the Eagles. Northside will take a timeout. 1:28 left to play in this one. We're going to take a timeout with Northside up 21-0 on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. You're watching Eagle football right here on your neighborhood network, Cable 12.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to our community. 100% owned and operated, offering you the traditional historical Lynch Connor Bowman and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of 1 white dove, 1 memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
As we would expect, Northside will just take the knee here.
Sidney Webb takes a knee.
We'll need just a couple more of those to wrap up this ball game. It was all Northside from the start. Franklin County couldn't get that offense going. Had a couple of opportunities, couple of sparks, but they're going to fall short here tonight on Hall of Fame night. Inside of a minute left to play.
Another knee.
They'll take another knee here. They'll have to take one more as there's a 7-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. As we said, Franklin County will be back at home next week, taking on Lord Botetourt. Be an undefeated Botetourt team coming here to Side Dillon Stadium. Come out and support these Eagles as they continue their Blue Ridge District season, their inaugural season in the Blue Ridge District. This will be the last snap of the ball game. And with that, Northside will take the 21-0 win over Franklin County. And Derek, we look at the stats. Not looking good for the Eagles here tonight.
Not at all. Very unproductive evening offensively for Franklin County. Jalen Lee had 51 yards rushing tonight, his first start, but after that it goes all downhill. A lot of negative yardage. Josh Luckett sacked several times in this ballgame, something we haven't seen a lot of this season. Only 36 yards on the ground for Franklin County on the night. Luckett 6 of 15 for 55 yards and 2 interceptions through the air. 91 yards of total offense for Franklin County on the evening, and kind of skewing things here with all the knees taken by Webb there at the end of the ball game. Not really even counting those in. Not a lot doing. 155 yards of offense for Northside through 3 quarters. Fisher breaks one off for 57 yards and a touchdown. He had 68 yards in the 4th quarter alone. But still, not much doing for Northside offensively either. Just enough to get through. One thing about it, Webb was a perfect 6 of 6 in the second half, passing the football, and that really opened things up. But both sides, not a lot going offensively. Northside able to find the end zone 3 times, and obviously that is the difference here tonight.
With that being said, Franklin County will drop to 4-3 on the season. Northside will advance to 5-2. As we said, Franklin County will be hosting Lord Botetourt next Friday night, while Northside will be hosting William Byrd. Our final score tonight for the final time, Northside 21, Franklin County nothing. And now you have our Harvester Performance Center highlights to wrap up our telecast. The 2 receivers to the near side, lone receiver set to the top. Webb out of the shotgun. Harris looks like he's in for protection. Webb looks like he's going to keep it on his feet. Big pressure, fires it up, has a receiver wide open into the end zone. 30-yard touchdown pitch and catch. Sidney Webb to Trevor Johnson. And just like that, Northside strikes again, putting 6 more on the Franklin Finance scoreboard. Fisher finds his way into the end zone. Webb out of the shotgun is going to hand it off to Fisher. Big hole across the right side. He's got a lot of real estate. 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. That's going to be a 57-yard touchdown run by the running back, Christian Fisher.